Assalamu alaikum students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and enjoying good health. So come to the point students. First of all, I want to inform you that notes of all the subjects are sending at the WhatsApp number of your parents. If you are not receiving the notes, then kindly send your parents' WhatsApp number with your name, your recent class, section and school number written on the board. The contact number of the booksellers are also given. You can contact them and order your books. The booksellers will deliver the books at your doorstep. So first of all, let me introduce the book. We are using Cambridge Inspiring Science for class 7. So without wasting my time, I am going to start my first lecture students. As you know, the syllabus of the first term has delivered to you. We are going to start our first unit. The unit name is food. This unit is further subdivided into two more chapters. We will just talk about today our chapter number 1. The name of the chapter number 1 is nutrition in plants. The objective of our chapter is to help the students understand how plants get their food. So students, from where the living beings get their food? Most of the foods we get from the plants, and plants are the producers, means they can produce their own food. An organism born, grow and reproduce. And this can all be done by taking food. Students, food provides us energy to carry out the various life-sustaining activities. Energy is locked up in the form of chemical energy in food. To release this energy, the complex food that we eat must be converted to simple substances. This happens during the process of nutrition. What is nutrition? So the first topic is nutrition. What is nutrition? Nutrition has been derived from the word nutrient. Nutrient is a substance which the organism obtains from the surrounding to derive energy for their maintenance and growth. Thus the term nutrition refers to the means by which an organism obtains its food and also the process by which nutrients in food are broken down to simpler molecules for the utilization by the body. Nutrition, plants use different mode of nutrition. There are the different modes of plant nutrition: autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic mode of nutrition. In this mode, organisms either synthesize their own food or obtain the food prepared by other organisms in various ways. Plants prepare their own food by themselves. As I have told you that in autotrophic mode of nutrition, an organism prepare their own food. And plants can prepare their own food by themselves by the process of photosynthesis. So I will define the process of photosynthesis. It's that process in which plants prepare their own food by using sunlight. The conditions for the process of photosynthesis are water from the soil taken up by the roots of the plant, sunlight obtained from the sun, carbon dioxide in the air, a green pigment called chlorophyll. These are the conditions required for the process of photosynthesis. During the process of photosynthesis, plants use carbon dioxide, water by using the sunlight and the chlorophyll, which I have already told you that it is a green pigment is used to capture the sunlight. In the process of photosynthesis, the end products are glucose and the energy. It is written in the equation form. You can easily understood that plants use carbon dioxide plus water. By using the sunlight which is captured by the chlorophyll, they produce glucose and energy as their food. Carbon dioxide enters the leaf through the tiny pores called stomata. Here is the diagram for the structure of stomata. Open stomata and closed stomata. Opening and closing of the stomata is controlled by the guard cells. It is written in the diagram. As we know, sun is the major source of energy for photosynthesis. Leaves have some special organelles called chloroplast, which contains the green pigment chlorophyll. Plants use special type of bundles for the transportation of the food, called as the vascular bundle. Water is absorbed from the soil by small root hairs in the ground. There are special conducting tubes called xylem, which carry water to the food making cells in the leaves. Then glucose is transported through the special conducting tubes called phloem to different parts of the plant. Here now I want to share some important information with you. Joseph Priestley was an English chemist. He discovered the presence of oxygen in the air. Here is the now you know exercise on your book page number 4. Write down the answers of the first question, which is state if the following sentences are true or false. Statement number 1. Carbon dioxide is released during photosynthesis. False. 2. Plants which synthesize their own food are called saprotrophs. False. Statement number 3. The product of photosynthesis is not a protein. True. Statement number 4. Solar energy is converted into chemical energy during photosynthesis. True. Statement number 5. Glucose is transported through protein. False. Question number 2. Choose the correct answer. Statement number 1. Which part of the plant releases oxygen during photosynthesis? Root hair, leaf veins, stomata, sepal. The answer is stomata. Statement number 2. Plants taking carbon dioxide from the atmosphere mainly through their dash. Saprophytic plants. The plants get their nutrition from the dead and decaying organic matter. They are usually white in color. They lack chlorophyll, although they can have bright colorful flowers. The common examples of the saprophytic plants are Rhizopus, Mucor, Agaricus. After that, symbiotic plants. There are certain plants that grow on other plants and share their food materials. None of the plants are harmed from this association. Such plants are called symbiotic plants. Again, I am telling you that in symbiotic plants, no one is harmed by each other. One of the plants of symbiotic association is an autotroph, and thus it can manufacture its food from sunlight. The other plant gets its food from this partner. The examples are lichen and mycorrhiza. Lichen is a good example of a symbiotic plant. Another good example of symbiotic relationship is mycorrhiza. Myco means fungus and rhiza means root in Greek. So the word mycorrhiza literally means fungus root. Mycorrhiza is a symbiotic relationship between the roots of some plants and the fungi. Mycorrhiza is seen in some mushrooms and orchids. insectivorous plants. You can see by the name insectivorous plants. There are some plants that feed on insects trapped within their leaves. The soil where they grow does not have enough nutrients, especially nitrogen. Therefore, they obtain their nutrients from the insect's body. Thus, they are called insectivorous plants or carnivorous plants also. The leaves of the insectivorous plants are modified in several ways for trapping insects. The examples of the insectivorous plants are pitcher plant and sundew. In pitcher plant, the leaves are modified to form pitchers or cup-like structure. You can see their diagrams on page number 7. These pitchers are hollow tubes which open at the top, are completely or partially covered by a specialized flap or hood. Here is some information for you boys. Not all insects fall prey to the pitcher plant. Some aquatic flies spend their aquatic larval stage in the watery stomach of the pitcher plant. The second example is the sundew. The sundew are so named because they are granular, leaf-haired, glisten like dews in the sun. The leaves of the sundew have tentacles with a sticky substance called mucilage. Here is the now you know activity on your book, page number 8. Question number 1. Choose the correct answers. The statement is, which one of the following is not an insectivorous plant? Options are blackwort, lichen, pitcher plant, sundew. The answer is lichen. Statement number 2. Stomata are surrounded by. Options are guard cells, chlorophyll, carbohydrates, epidermal cells. The answer is guard cells. Statement number 3. Which of the following is a parasitic plant? Options are Cuscuta, algae, pitcher plant, lichen. The answer is Cuscuta. Statement number 4. Orobench is the example of plant. Options are parasitic plant, saprophytic, symbiotic, insectivorous. The answer is parasitic. Here is the question number 2. Match the correct answers. The answers are given on the board. You can write them on your book, page number 8. Homework. Read plus learn all pages of chapter number 1. Activity. Take a leaf and found where are the stomata on the leaf surface. Take a plant, cover it with a glass and write the changes you have observed. Students, hard copies of your notes are also available at the school. You can collect it from the school main campus. Follow the Facebook page of Kerzan School System for getting updates. Stay at home, stay safe, take care of yourself. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.